Hello and welcome to episode 132 of the Sussex by the Sea podcast. I'm your host, Chris Laverick, on episode 132. No interview this week, but we do have the SBTS Isthmian PREM Fan Roundtable. This week's guests, Mark from Whitehawk, Rob from Folkestone, John from Canvey, and Windy John and Leon from the mighty Hastings. Many thanks to all of them. Enjoy, SBTS fans. It gives me great pleasure to introduce Sussex by the Sea podcast, Fan Roundtable, Isthmian PREM, and all that malarkey. Episode 132. We are got some great guests on as ever. We've actually got two Hastings boys on today, which is very peculiar. We've got Windy Gale. Hello, sir.
Yeah, hello, mate.
Hello. And good. And Sir Leon of I don't know, Bexhill Road. I can't remember.
All right.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah.
It's not really, but don't give my actual location out. So yeah, Bexhill Road.
Closer to the police station, actually. Bit of an odd one, that, but it's true.
And we're joined by the finest Folkestone fan there ever is, Robbo. Hello, Robbo.
He's muted.
What's he muted himself for?
That's it.
Hello, sorry.
Yeah.
I was eating. Hello.
Hello, yeah. And he's got some great hair. For anyone listening on audio, that hair has been, that's well good. It's good hair. That's what I'm going to say. It might even be his own. And
At least he's got some.
yeah, this is true. And Canvey's finest, John. Hello, John.
Evening, Chris.
Evening. Right. Well, we're just waiting on Mark from Whitehawk. He's just finishing up in the gym. So he should be on in a minute. Gents, hello on this Wednesday evening.
All right, everyone.
Evening.
Evening. Right. Who wants cracking first? Who fancy talking first, or I will select it?
Let John have a go at Canvey.
Yeah, John. Yeah. So, John, what we're talking about. So, Canvey, actually, you've had a few wins. You know, it's been turning around, and just when that holy grail of beating Poxy Lewis come up, you slipped up, mate. So come on, talk to me about it, John.
God, I can't actually remember what we last picked off.
I think we just beat. Are you just playing hashtag? I think I might be wrong, but yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, we just got off the back of the Dover one, haven't we? So yeah, I mean, sort of looking back last month, it's been. I don't know. It's weird. You look at it on paper, it's been a mixed form, but it's been a fairly consistent month. Like we've been quite good in the games we have played, even like one at the weekend. I mean, obviously the hashtag won away. I think we were looking for a reply after the Dover game because we played well in that, but just can't empty in the end. Yeah, the hashtag won. I think we were we sort of knew what they were about before because they'd absolutely punished us the previous season at their gaff. So they've always sort of got a bit of a combination of really sort of pacey wingers, things like that, and sort of give us a lot of headaches for. But seen them manage that well this time. Got 2 quick-fire goals just before the end of the half. And after that, really, I'll be honest, it was probably one-way traffic. We were just totally in control of the game, got the third we deserved and looked really good on our part. So that took us into Cray Wanderers. It seems like every single time we play Cray, and I always talk about it with their physio because I've been in contact with her. It's always,
gives you a rub down, does she, mate?
Oh my god, yeah, sacrilege. But no, it seems like every time we seem to play them, it's playing in gale force winds. I think when we played them in a couple of years back, that happened last time. One of the last times we had them in the league, it happened, and then this time it was just sort of game of two halves in terms of who had the wind at their back. I mean, we got ourselves in front. To be honest, without even probably testing using that wind in the first half, we got ourselves a penalty, put that away. They got one in the second half and completely blundered it. I remember a friend of mine, he was standing next to me. I mean, when our one was being taken, he mentioned about the wind could carry this.
He's gone. See, gone with the wind. Hey,
Wind. Didn't sky our penalty over. Absolutely smashed it home. As soon as they took one, I don't know why boys absolutely finesse the thing. But he's absolutely blazed it over the bar. So we were just sort of quite literally weathering the storm second half.
Oh, great puns going here. Go on.
Yeah, that's it, exactly. And then literally towards the end of the game, their keeper had an absolute howler. Literally just pretty much passed the ball into the path of the striker, and he's buried it. So yeah, that gave us a nice little comfortable win there. And obviously that took us on to Lewis, and that was a frustrating game, just because we had so many damn chances. If we just put one or two more away, we could have absolutely been out of sight in the first half alone. I mean, we had one literally in the first couple of minutes. I don't know if anyone's watched highlights back of it, where literally I think our winger, he's had a shot, goalkeeper's parried it, and all our striker has to do is just tap the ball in, and he's just completely fluffed it. And in typical fashion, as soon as that happens, a couple of minutes later, they go up the other end and score. So it's like, oh, for God's sake. I mean, yeah, we had a couple more chances all over him for the most part. I mean, it shocked me really how Lewis were playing, because any other times we've played them, they've always had quite sort of neat passing football, can move the ball well along the surface, anything like that. This time they were like a team in Isthmian North or something. They were just oofing and opening so much. But yeah, they managed to get two chances in front of goal and score them. And we had one right off the crossbar at the end of the game. We'd put that away, then you'd take at least a point, which we were certainly warranted. But that's one of them days. So I think that's what we've got to do, really, just kill teams off a little bit more when we do have that ascension. We've got Potter's Bar this weekend. Talk about wind as well. Apparently there's another storm on the way, so hopefully that might actually grant us another win. But we got quite a tough month on paper, really. We got Hendon away, Horsham at home, Ricky away, and Dartford at home before the month's out. So that is a serious test. And considering how tight that table is at the minute, need to at least keep ourselves. If we want to try and keep it around that sort of top half of the table, need to pick up a couple of points from somewhere in those.
You pulled yourself away from the bottom now, haven't you?
We have, to be fair, I mean, even when we had that sort of little blip of a start, I mean, I think I've mentioned this before, like we were never really getting out and out turned over in games. We weren't getting rolled over. It was just a combination of little mistakes and inexperience. I think now we seem to have a little bit more of a crux of a side who's got that understanding. The younger players seem to be a bit more up to scratch. And we are putting in good performances. I mean, even the games we lost this last month just gone by, maybe the exception of Chichester, because, that was just a bit of a crap afternoon. But even the Dover and the Lewis games, even though we lost them, I didn't come away thinking, we've played absolutely rubbish to say what we got. We could have got and should have got more, but it's just finding that little bit of consistency in form. And we seem to be a bit more sure of ourselves now. So touch wood, it sort of bodes well going into the new year, next part of the campaign,
Yeah, I've not been on here since you played Dover.
Mm.
You were winning, weren't you? A couple of times in that game?
We were, we took the lead twice. I mean, first goal, the boy, Elliot Ronto, he's just sort of hit the ball from about 25 yards out. It's crashed off their crossbar, and sort of we couldn't tell if it bounced over the line from where we were, but the line obviously saw it. He called the referee back and gave the goal. Yeah. And a really good free kick for the second, but Dover a good side. They just turned it around in about the space of 5 minutes, got 2 goals. And
I can remember you saying beforehand that it was going to be your first trip there for you.
It was, yeah.
Got a funny little ground, didn't it? How did you get up the hill?
That's it, yeah. I don't know. I must have been running adrenaline and Starapramen, I think, because we managed to find a pub that we got a cheap round in. I looked back afterwards. I looked back afterwards, and I've got like this little Fitbit, and it sort of I was looking back sort of what my steps for that day, and I think between about 4 and 5 in the second half, I must have been bouncing around so much with the other fans that it thought I was doing aerobics class of some kind.
I was co-commentating that day up at the pilot field, and Tom, who does the main commentary, he was reading out the scores, and apparently I didn't realise, because I knew you'd been to the game, and when Canvey were winning twice, both times I let out a little squeal of delight, apparently, just because really. I thought, we didn't want Dover to win, did we? So I was like,
squealing in the commentary box, mate.
Yeah,
I can take that Tom somewhere.
Tom pointed it out, and I said, "Can you stop me from squealing? This is going to get messy."
I could cut that. I could cut that. Right, but John, you've lost a couple of players. What's been going on there? You've seen a few recently.
Yeah, that's been the only frustrating thing, really. I mean, one of the better players we had, he was only on loan anyway. It was a boy from Swindon called Jackson Brown. And you can obviously tell he's sort of destined for bigger and better things. But I think it was actually Ian Holloway who called him back in, because he's only just took over as manager there, hasn't he? And I think he was trying to assess what sort of squad he's got. We had 2 boys out on loan. We still got one, Sonny Hart, sort of defender, come midfielder. But Jackson, he was like proven to be our goal threat. He was sort of lightning down the wings. He's a really good player. And I think he called him back in, got him and Sonny in some behind closed doors friendly against Bristol Rovers, and then got him to do some fitness assessment thing the next day. And I think he said to his assistants or with the academy coach, say, why is this boy not in my first team? And to be fair, he like the week after he got recalled, he was brought on off the bench, so playing League Two football now. So he comes to that. But yeah, I mean, yeah, we had another boy, Ewan Sanchez. He seemed like a good lad, decent little midfielder, but he's obviously a long way from home. He's an American, so I don't know.
Did he get lost? He ended up in Canvey.
Well, that's it. Yeah, you know, he thought he was he thought he was going to Canary Islands, ended up Canvey. Clearly, on them Euro trips. Yeah, I don't know if this boy in our midfield, whether he got a bit homesick or what, but yeah, he went back to the States on Tuesday, so that Lewis game was the last game we had him. So if anything, we're kind of in the market maybe for one or two just to bolster the numbers again. But yeah, we've still got the makings of a consistent squad there. A lot of the players who are starting week in, week out, you know, have stuck about and seem intent on finishing it through. So yeah, no panic stations in that regard yet. But yeah, could maybe do with sort of one or two where we can find them. It's just, yeah, find the money to 10 people in. That's the other thing.
Oh, fair enough. Cheers, John. Right, hello, Mark, by the way. You all right, mate?
Good evening. Sorry, I'm late.
Yes,
Dinner to eat, so I apologise. Nice to see you all.
It's all right. 6 of the best trousers down for you, mate. Don't worry. Right, who's on next? Go on, Rob. Talk to me, Rob. Come on, mate. So,
Okay, mate. Okay.
Lots of nice wins, and then you come a cropper to look at his face. Look, yeah. Go on, then, mate. Go on. Speak to me, Rob.
I didn't go to the Whitehawk game. I didn't go to that. I was working, but prior to that, we had some good wins. We actually won 4 on the bounce in the league, so you know, really good, isn't it? Beat Dulwich, Cray Wanderers, Horsham away, beat them away, and we beat. I can't remember now. Oh, Bognor at home, beat them 4-1 at home. So then we had Whitehawk. Obviously, we lost that one. I didn't go to the game, so I believe it was a late goal. Yeah, Mark will be able to tell me about it. And I don't know. To be honest with you, I haven't even spoken to anyone who went to the game, so I don't even know how he plays. So, but prior to that, we had been doing really well, and we do look like to put together a run of form. The thing is with the league is that you're always going to get results where something gets thrown up and anything can happen, can't it? But we got a few decent fixtures coming up. A couple of decent. We got Cheshunt at home the weekend, and then we're away at Potter's Bar.
You think they're wins? You think they're wins, aren't they? Really?
Well, I don't know. You can't say 100%, but we should be beating Cheshunt at home. Yeah, and the Potter's Bar game. They're a really unpredictable team. We haven't really done well there either in the past, but you should be looking at 4 points out of them games, minimum of 4 points. Yeah. So yeah. You know, as long as we keep in there till Christmas, I've been saying it all the way along. Same old boring thing. Keep in there till Christmas, and then you just don't know what's going to happen. That's we've got they got the squad there. Folkestone they got a really good squad, and they're room of a chance if we can just hang in there until around about New Year.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm not cashing out yet, mate. My each way bet is still on.
You got it on an email, haven't you? That receipt. Yeah. Don't burn it, mate.
Yeah, mate. I'll remortgage the house. Right. Here you go. Well, let's go Hastings boys. Let's talk Hastings boys. Let's leave Mark to bed because he's obviously going to be very happy. Talking to people that aren't happy. Well, we won last night. Right. Where do we start? Do you chaps want to talk about it? I mean, I know I know we know people that went to watch us allegedly turn up at Hendon. Does anyone want to talk about that game? 9-0? No? All right. I'm quite happy to talk about it.
It was hard enough listening to it on the radio.
That was...
How Tom did that commentary without swearing, I've no idea.
Well, yeah. After seeing the goals in the highlights, I can't understand why he didn't swear because it was. I don't know if you agree, Leon, that the goals were very poor goals. They were.
I didn't even watch the highlights, mate.
Oh, did you not? Okay.
No, what was the point? I was following on my phone basically, and it got to 5-6, so I just gave up. Gets to a stage, doesn't it, where you just sounds bad, but you just stop caring, don't you? You just accept it, and
it was almost comical, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's really. So
That's the
work.
highest score I can remember. I think, believe there have been higher ones, but
Yeah, we was saying on Saturday, weren't we? I mean, yeah, I can remember. I think I brought up 5-2 against Forest Green a few years ago. It's probably been worse, but that's the only one I can remember.
Yeah, I think we lost to Telford 6-2 back in the late 80s, if I remember. I don't know. It's bad days at the minute.
But yeah, it's shocking goals. Really just slack. You know when you're going to lose 9-0, it's going to be like that. It's everyone switched off. There absolutely could have been more. Louis Rogers, our goalie, had to pull off quite a few. There was at least 3 or 4 good saves he pulled off, and that's in a fucking 9-0.
It's no wonder he's injured, is it? You must have a bad back.
Yeah, but well, it was funny actually. I was at work and like customers were laughing at me because I had the little radio on at the same time. And at, I think it was 5 or 6-0, I told everyone I needed to seek a safe space, so I left the platform. Just so you know, it was quite funny. But
probably the worst place to work, in it, if you're feeling that way.
Yeah, exactly, mate.
At least all the trains stop at Hastings, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, they're all delayed. There's nothing there, is there? So I waited for a train to run me over for about half an hour, and nothing come. So an absolute abhorrent performance. Having spoken to a lot of the lads that have gone, they were just well, I mean, people like Joe and all that, they were just
they carried on singing.
Miserable.
I can't believe.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they were fantastic support.
Absolutely brilliant.
But
so,
you
feel that's the thing. You feel sorry for the fans, don't you? The ones who make an effort to go away every week, and then they come up against that.
Well, I had heard whispers that the players were, a grouping of the players were talking about maybe reimbursing the fans that went, which I mean is a nice gesture if they can do that. But I mean, it was just
it was hard.
I mean, it's not what I wanted, and not what no one wanted, was it?
No, I mean, you can pinpoint people and you can blame managers, but managers aren't one who are playing. They're not out there on the pitch, are they?
Yeah, not for a 9-0. You can't blame the manager for that.
No, I mean, it's great. Anyway, moving on, they've picked themselves up slowly. They've still had a few defeats, but it has improved because it couldn't get any worse.
Yeah, he got a good draw against Carl Shorten.
Yeah.
At home.
Who aren't easy to anything out of, so, especially after a 9-0.
Got a 1-1. Then we didn't turn up again. I mean, Sean Ray said that in the interview, didn't he? He said that it ain't about the result after, it's the one after that.
Yeah.
So we decided we're going to lose 3-0 to Dartford, and it was not. You were out that one.
I was at that one. Now I think
both, yeah. For
me, Dartford were probably the best side I've seen. I don't know why. It's best. Maybe we were just bad, particularly bad, but they completely controlled it, especially in midfield. I mean, you got a couple of players in midfield that were really useful. And hats off to them. They did the job.
Bullied us
completely, and it felt like men against boys. But it's not all about that. So there's some experienced players on our side out there. So
it's got experienced players. But if you're going to be brutally honest, there's probably a couple that aren't really up to this level.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. From what I've seen. But it's fair enough if you feel up against players that are better than you, but at least put the effort in, at least work hard, make it difficult for the other teams.
Yeah.
At least show that you're working, and it was just too easy for Dartford. Like I overheard one of their fans saying, "Thanks for the 3 points, Hastings," which sums it up really, doesn't it? Apart from hitting the crossbar, we never looked like scoring once.
Yeah. No, that was miserable. That was, and it was very dispiriting after the game. The players, none of them were together. There was no togetherness, and it wasn't good. But that's when it goes tits up. That's when you find out where your leaders are, who your proper players are, and who are your ones that you need to send to Turkey, as it was.
There was no sign of that either on Saturday, was there? Really? Who was the leader?
No.
Take the game by the scruff of the neck.
That's the problem at the minute. There isn't somebody there.
The other players.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not going well, but I don't know.
But last night we played in the Velocity Champions League. We managed to draw against Cray Valley.
Yeah, it was they had a strong side out, both sides, didn't they? Well, Cray had a strongest side out apparently.
Yeah, but they had some first teamers in there. Yeah, and we were playing a lot of youth players, and it was an entertaining game. It was a lot different, is because a lot of the sides in this league got a decent press on whenever we were playing it around at the back. They didn't really do that yesterday, Craig. So that gave us an opportunity to ping the ball about a bit.
So we got some new players in, haven't we? Some some players that are supposedly new but have been around for a few weeks training.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I mean, it
which
was
is fine. In my, I saw a few comments about, well, we should have been told as fans, we should have been told they were here. Well, actually, why should you be told? It's not until
yeah.
it's up to the management team to say when they're ready. There may have been other reasons why they couldn't have played, contracts and stuff like that. I don't know.
Yeah, we've been stung before, haven't we? Like we've signed X and X, so and so, and then
exactly.
a couple of weeks later they decided to go somewhere else for more Wonga.
Yeah.
It's caught us out before. So I think some fans just want to know the arse and ins and outs of everything. Don't know.
I understand sometimes. Long-term injuries is probably one of the things that always bugs me is when someone's injured, but you'd want to know how they're getting on. Whether they're ready or not, you just think, oh, okay, just out of personal interest, you want to know how are they doing? Are they all right? Like Crutz, all of a sudden he was back. Sam Crutwell.
Yeah, he got a few minutes. I mean,
yeah,
I think the plan is he's going to get about 20 minutes on.
Yeah. So don't rush him.
Saturday.
We've done that probably last time he came back. So just take him slowly, and he'll be fine, won't he? And we've had players. We have, like most teams have. We've all had injuries, and every team misses those injured players. But we've had some quite big players who have been injured, haven't we? So
I mean, I think a lot of it is when you're injured as well, you become a better player when you're not in the squad.
Well, yeah. You're losing.
But Sam Crutwell is a good player, definitely 100%, and was rushed back. But there's other players where you like. No, anyway, so we managed to win the pens. Sam Crutwell took a fantastic penalty as well. Actually, they're all good pens. And we beat them, so we're on to glory. I think I think it's at Lancing, isn't it? Anyone still in the Velocity Cup?
Don't know who's in it.
Rob,
no idea.
Rob,
I think Hendon is still in it because someone said, "Oh, we don't want to go back there."
Oh yeah, Sheppy beat
Yeah,
Dover.
didn't they? We don't even enter it. I don't know why.
Too big for it, mate. You're too big for that cup, mate. That's why. We don't even play the Champions League music now. Smithy used to play the Champions League music as we come out to the Velocity Cup, but he don't do it now.
I think Sheppy is still in it. They beat Dover, didn't they, last night? Beat Dartford. Sorry, Dartford. So
there you go.
I don't know what sort of Dartford. It can't have been the ones that we played against on Saturday.
Onward to glory. Anyway, Chichester got Chichester away, which is going to be some of the Hastings fans' Christmas jolly. So that will be a 9 a.m. start for those that are interested.
That is a decent little day out, to be fair. Some good boozers.
Yeah, thank you, John. I shall. We shall have communiques about that to get the right boozers.
Well, they need to come away without losing anyway. Really, just to show that there are proper signs of improvement. Rather than just Velocity Champions League.
I mean, Jamal was there. Jamal in midfield, he was all right. Freddie Legg was all right in little spurts, but that's kind of him.
So what did you think
of
the
end product? That's the problem. The end product, there's not got much end product getting in that box. So,
what did you think of the new guys, though?
Not much, mate.
Not much now.
No, but not out.
No, not
it wasn't extraordinary, but not crap. Do you know what I mean? It's just your impact players. Will Harley had a decent game. It kind of caused him mischief. I mean, I know we probably only got him for another couple of weeks, but and then David come on to score his pen. But I mean, we'll see, won't we? We'll see how Chichester are. Right then. So we'll move on to the wonderful Mark. Very happy Mark because his heroes come back. Talk to me, mate.
The king is back. So we are over the moon. Recent events, for those that don't know, is David Attendorf left the club. We had Chatham away. We had Hayward. I think we'll go back. We had Hayward Heath in the Senior Cup, Sussex Senior Cup, I believe. Beat them 1-0. Nothing to write home about. Hastings are flying, to be fair, in their division. Just got rid of their manager, though, so they were on a bit of a wobble. And then we went to Chatham, got battered 5-0 at Chatham, went to Hendon, got beat 3-0 there.
At least you didn't get beat 9-0, mate.
It's still...
from small seeds, mate.
The dent in the goal difference was just getting ridiculous. I think we were minus 22 going into the Folkestone game. At the bottom of the league, looking dire, and then Shaun returns. Shaun Saunders comes back with Simo and Will Hendon. in the coaching team. It's the same. We've now got the same coaching staff and coaching team that finished their last 10 games of the season and the decent form we were in. So that's all positive. The game against Folkestone, I'll be honest, I mean, although Shaun was back, it was nice going down to the club. The club's been, the atmosphere around everybody, and it's been shit. Everyone's just been, there's been nothing positive at all to write home about with everybody. A lot of people stopped coming.
Even the ultras?
Yeah, a lot of the ultras stopped going. Yeah, and it was one of those. I don't know if you see my tweet when I tweeted one of them lot. I said we're in the same boat. We're in agreement about the way the club's being run, and it showed with the amount of people not turning up and the attendances being about 100 or something like that, ridiculous. So they were all back. Everyone was back. Got to the bar, and the bar lady said to me, "It's nice to see the regular faces." Because obviously a lot of them are just coming back now because Shaun's come back, which is good. It's good. It's good for the club, the atmosphere around it. But it would have been nice if they were there when we were doing shit still. But it is what it is. But yeah, the Folkestone game was. Rob, to be honest with you, mate, your boys weren't amazing. They weren't great. I mean, they defend very well. From what I could gather and what I got told was the management team just stuck a rocket up their arse in the changing room before the game. In a nutshell, sort of said, look, you either want to play for the club or you don't. So show me if you want to play for this club, otherwise you'll be out the door tomorrow morning. Simple as that. So yeah, they worked hard on Saturday. You could see it was we was up another gear than what we've been all season. And you could see that they proper wanted to play for the club. And the players that I've been flagging off all season, actually a few of them look like they could probably do a job, to be fair, and they're doing all right. But it's taken so many games to get to this point, and it's taken 2 managers, 7 goalkeepers, and 40-odd players to go through to get to this point. But we're only early December. Obviously, a massive win against Folkestone, a good side. I would pretty much say we dominated and finished it off with a 94th minute free kick, 25-yarder, top corner. So it was the place just went mental. I was over the barriers, ripped the jeans. It was just a bit. I think for all the shit all season, I think it just like
that wasn't you doing like Hulkamania,
yeah. It was like jump back over. But it was just a roof just went off, and it was a feeling that we were back. It felt like Whitehawk as a club, not just on the pitch, but off the pitch and on the pitch. All of it just felt as one for the first time all season, and it was just such a good feeling down there on Saturday. When Shaun come in to the clubhouse after the game, the place just went mental. It was like someone, do you know what I mean? Like Roy had walked in. It was mental. He just walked in, and everyone was singing, "You've got your club back" or something like that. We were singing to him. So yeah, it was positive. It's good. And I mean, going into the Carshalton game Saturday, we're going to add. We've definitely got boys coming in. A lot. I would say a lot of the boys, but a good few of the lot that had left from last season. So we know they're capable. I speak to all the old players, and they're always up front. Always message them, coming back. You coming back? You coming back? And they're always like yes or no. But yeah, it's all looking positive. It's still a process. Can't get carried away. Do you know what I mean? It's only one win. We could go to Carshalton Saturday and get turned over 4-0 or whatever. But the signs are good, and it's a massive positive step. For once, I can say the owners have actually felt like they've listened to the fans. I don't know whether that's been like the results have been terrible. So the only option really is to go back to Shaun. I hope that's not how they're thinking. I hope they actually realise that this is the right move. If we want to go up, then we have to have Shaun in charge. Shaun and his staff are more than capable of leading a squad that's capable enough to go up with. So, yeah, massive result Saturday.
Well, so what's changed then, Mark? Because obviously Shaun left, yeah, and I think it was his choice to leave, yeah?
It was his choice,
What persuaded him to come back then?
He's just love for the club. He's a Whitehawker. it's his club. That's what he says all the time. He says it's my club, but he's a man from this area, and he understands the fans. Do you know what I mean? He understands the club and the community, and like we are to everyone else in Brighton. Whitehawk is a funny old place. Do you know what I mean? If you mention Whitehawk to anyone in Brighton, they always go, "Oh, Jesus Christ, that's the." But to us. He everywhere, but he gets it. He understands it, and it, the last two managers we had after him, I got on with Ross really well. Thought he was a great bloke, but there was no connection with the supporters, and that was lost completely. And once you lose that with Whitehawk supporters, I think you've just lost them altogether. Do you know what I mean? So it's like a family. Do you know what I mean? We're very close down there. There's not many of us that go, especially away from home. There's probably only a handful of us that go away from home. We don't travel massive, big numbers like Hastings will do, maybe, and the rest of you boys do. But us 10, 15 that go. It shows with the players and with Shaun that like how much we love the club and how much he loves the club. So it's just reciprocated, and that rubs off on the players. Do you know what I mean? If they look at a manager and go, this club means so much to him, and he would run through walls to get results for this club. That reciprocates to the players, and it did, especially the last two seasons, because they would run through walls for sure. So let's just hope that whatever players come in or come back. And the players that are there now start running through walls for Shaun and start getting us some more results to get us up the bottom up. Lucky Bognor got turned over the way they did on Saturday because it massively helped our goals as well. So it chucked us up above them, and then we're all going for our little Christmas jolly up down at Bognor on the 14th. So
enjoy.
That would be. I fancy turning them over as well. To be fair, that'd be nice.
Yeah, they're sinking like an absolute stone at now. I mean, nice ground. I don't know what's wrong with them. Anyone got any clue what's going on there?
It's an odd one, isn't it? It's hard to put your finger on. I mean, when we played them, they weren't that bad, to be fair. It's just they couldn't take the chances that come to them, and we got ours and finished them off like that. But to get rolled over like that at home is terrible.
Didn't they finish quite high last season, from what I remember?
I don't know. I think it was.
They were quite strong. They were just a strong side, I remember.
Yeah, they were in and out of the playoffs for a little while, weren't they? In that area.
Yeah, I remember they were pretty solid.
They had some good players last year, but I wasn't so impressed. We had them quite early this year, didn't we? At home.
Yeah,
and then they kicked out the Sussex Senior Cup. So.
And that was terrible as well. Go on, sorry, Dion.
Midfielder, I can't remember his name, but pretty much last season, every other team you'd see on Facebook, their number 6 was Mustard. And when they played us at the start of the season, he went off injured, which probably helped us.
Yeah, it did, yeah.
Oh yeah, I can't remember the lad's name, but I don't know what's happened down there.
They're sitting bottom on 12 points, and then Bowes and Pitsy 13, Whitehawk 15, Hastings 16. So it's it's still tight. It is
tight, but you're talking about that goal difference, and that's what I think for us when we lost that 9-0. God, it's not just 3 points. It's that goal difference at the end of the season. When
you concede 9.
Yeah.
When you concede 9, it's like you've lost like 5-6 points, sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's mental. So it's it's just a mental.
Yeah, can we not talk about this 9-0 anymore, please? Please,
it's going to be very interesting. I think obviously Dover are going to run away with it at the top end of it, and then but the bottom end will be very interesting with who goes down this season. So I fancy Hastings relegation.
Fucking banned, life ban. Yeah, go on, carry on.
No, I'm joking. No, I do.
You think we're going to go down? That's fine.
It's going to be tight, and that's what's going to make it very interesting this season. I think the top end will probably fizzle out and get quite boring because they'll all run away with it. So we'll all be looking at the bottom end. I think that'll be the fun part.
Horsham's one of the teams that shocked me. They're just dropping like a stone, aren't they? I don't know.
I think their away form is costing them at the minute.
And they've got a big budget. They were
winning 1-0 last night, didn't they? Finished up 2-1 at Billericay.
Yeah, that's it. But I mean, they've got another team cupping the folks on there, ain't they? They've got to go to Torquay at the weekend, and it's their league, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They lost the Mino effect, now he's gone to Sutton.
Exactly.
Bless him. They keep getting all these really horrible big days out, don't they? Oh.
I know. Get the violins out.
Yeah, exactly.
On the plus side for you, Mark, at least you didn't get Danny Bloor.
That's
he's around somewhere, mate. He might come back. You never know.
Well, yeah,
he would have been on my Christmas card list anyway if he turned up at Whitehawk. Put it that way.
Well, to be fair, we got rid of Danny Bloor and not much changed. So for all the player power, whatever, that got rid of him, you know, it didn't get much better. So the players need to, you know,
Lower fans love him, don't they?
Yeah, but
they keep popping up on the socials. So obviously done something right over there, but
who'd put money on it? Well. Okay, gents. Well, listen, a few weeks from now, we're doing the Crimbo special. So it's going to be jumpers and hats if you can, if you want to come on. So that's pre-warning you. If you don't want to come on, it will be requirements, some kind of Crimbo outfit. No, thanks again. And good luck on Saturday for all your sides. And see you at the game. Take care. John, Leon, Rob, Mark, and John from Canvey. Take care.
Good to see you.
That's it for this episode, SBTS fans. If you want to get in contact with this podcast, please email us on sbtspod@gmail.com, the Twitter, which is sbtspod. Otherwise, go to the YouTube. Over 4 years of content on there. There's so many other ways to listen. However you get your podcast, we're on all platforms. Or go to the link tree, which is SBTS Podcast, and subscribe. It's all free. Remember, get yourselves to a game and support local football, whoever and wherever you're watching. And apart from that, see you at the game.